In this video, I'm looking at the KZ ZS10 Pro X. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. You've probably seen a KZ box before. Nothing has changed. Inside, you get bugger all except for 3 pairs of silicone ear tips and the IEMs. Let's pull them out. And there they are. This is the KZ ZS10 Pro X. The price of these is just $33. And inside of here, we've got a penta driver configuration. 1 dynamic driver and 4 balanced armature drivers. Or to be more precise, we've got 2 dual balanced armature drivers. As per usual, we're seeing the KZ flat silver-plated copper cable there, which is not wonderful, but it does the job. And remember, we're talking about a $33 IEM. Now, this is the revised edition of the famous KZ ZS10 Pro, and the company is actually sold over 500,000 units of these, so over 500,000 of these in the wild. And this is just an updated version. They've done some tweaks. They changed those balanced armature ones to the new updated ones. And we've got a slightly different tuning, but different enough to be worthwhile, unlike some other recent... Anyway, without any further ado, let's talk about the sound. And the KZ ZS10 Pro X has an upfront balanced presentation. Well, it's kind of balanced. It's more V-shaped really, but you can definitely hear signs of its ZS10 Pro origins, such as the bass slam and the energetic delivery. What's most impressive though to me is the cohesiveness with which KZ has melded those 5 or 10, depending on how you look at it, drivers together. To my ears, this IEM sounds like a mix of the original ZS10 Pro and the more recent KZ ESX. It's fairly balanced, it's vigorous in its approach, and relatively smooth to listen to. The overall clarity and resolution are great for a budget IEM, and it boasts good detail retrieval as well. Graph. Let's talk about the bass. Tuned primarily for fun, the KZ ZS10 Pro X is not afraid to let its hair down when it comes to the bass. There is a little bleed into the lower mids, but for the most part the bass is well controlled and non-intrusive. It delivers ample mid-bass slam along with some seat-shaking sub-bass rumble. Leading edges have good definition and a fast attack, and that is followed by natural decay, giving bass notes natural weight and body. Nothing really to complain about with the bass unless you don't like that sort of emphasized quantity, but the quality of the bass is pretty darn good. In the mid-range has good clarity and vocal articulation despite being slightly recessed. However, this is combined with some of the best layering and instrument separation that you'll find in this price range. Really good instrument separation. Overall resolution is excellent. The mids are spacious and open. There is a bit more emphasis on upper mid-range instruments and female vocals, but the lower mids hold up well, even next to that exuberant bass. Moving on to the treble, and the treble is lifted, which helps to counterbalance the forward nature of that big bass. It's an energetic treble that might feel too aggressive to treble sensitive listeners, but if you like a bit of zing and sparkle in the highs, the ZS10 Pro X will oblige with enthusiasm. One area that has improved greatly compared to the original ZS10 Pro is the treble timbre. It sounds more natural and even here, although it still has more than enough shimmer to add excitement to the sound. And finally, for the Soundstage and technical performance, the Soundstage has average dimensions and fairly average width, but the depth of the stage going forward is truly impressive. It has excellent layering ability, aided by great instrument separation and overall resolution. Instruments and vocal positions are vividly clear, giving the ZS10 Pro X some of the best imaging you'll find in a budget IEM. Alrighty, time for some comparisons now, and here's the ZS10 Pro, the original one. Now, it's got the same driver configuration, but it uses the older balanced armature drivers, like I said earlier. And the result is basically a smoother and more cohesive sound. The ZS10 Pro has better sub-bass extension, giving it more authority and more rumble in the lows. Its upper mid-range is less shouty and aggressive than the ZS10 Pro. Vocals and mid-range instruments are more forward on the ZS10 Pro X, giving it a slightly more engaging character. Now, the upgraded model has a more even and less strident treble, providing better consistency and cohesiveness across the board. In addition, the ZS10 Pro X has better instrument separation and imaging, despite its soundstage being slightly narrower than the original, which is slightly wider. And I'm not going to do comparisons with other ones like the Chew or the Zero, because they're a different kind of tuning. This is the kind of an old school V-shaped tuning. It's tuned for fun. Some of the snobby elitist audiophiles probably will take one look at the graph and say no, but I think in general people are going to love this. If you have or heard the original ZS10 Pro and you like it, then I think definitely you are going to love the Pro X. I think this is a good and significant upgrade over the original model. I like the way that it didn't come out sort of weeks after the original. They left it a year or two, which I appreciate. And overall, I think this is a great value IEM for like around $33 at the moment, possibly even cheaper during the 11/11 sales. So check that out. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. So have you heard either of these? Are you a fan of the original ZS10 Pro? Let me know in the comments below, and check down in the description as well for links to my full written review, my affiliate links and social media channels, etc. And yeah, let's wrap it up. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it the old thumbs up, ParFam audiophile style. And if you are new to the channel here and you want to see more reviews like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'll see you later.